Good afternoon, everyone. This is Captain Ando. I am the Dark Star Strategist. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the new research that has come out with the more recent patch. The biggest changes here are to the Devore, the Franklin, and the Vidar, and it's really just things that are there to make your daily grind a little less painful. Let's put it that way. So first of all, we're going to look into the research itself. It's not game-breaking stuff. Some people would think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't. It's not that big of a deal, but it is something that will make some things a little less arduous, a little less tedious, and that's really just the value it adds to this game. So we'll go ahead and talk about them real briefly here. So first of all, there are 3 new primes. There's the Prime Board Rewards, and what that does, that doubles the faction credits and reputation in the board refinery and becomes better outcomes. That's actually kind of a handy thing. It's really just what they're talking about is I did the one for the Latinum refinery after getting it. It was a kind of nice deal because I actually got some pretty decent rewards out of it when I did it. Let me dig it up here for you briefly. I apologize for the delay. But when I did it, I think it's under this menu. Either that or it's the materials. It might be the materials menu. But, oh, here we go. So the last time I did it, I got a Epic Latinum cell and 2 Epic Latinum cells and 1 lucrative 3-star transwarp cell. So these are things that get you access to, I think this is the same thing as the Rogue Transwarp cell, more or less, but I'd have to look at these systems. It's not that big of a deal to me, but it's something I could use on things like the mining events. So it's pretty cool. It's a prime worth getting if it's in your budget. If it's not, I mean, you can certainly put it on other things. It's not going to break the game for you once again, but it'll help you. The next thing is Prime Active Nanoprobes Refinery. That will give you a double bonus on the active nanoprobes, which are the ones that improve your officers. And then there's Prime Latinum Refinery. That lowers the costs and gives you higher yield. So what happens is I typically get a double refine on my Latinum, and it gives me 1,500 Latinum per day. It's basically, the way to look at it is that's 5 days of speed ups on things like research or building. It's not game breaking, but if you're free to play, that 1,500 Latinum can come in pretty handy. That's for a maxed out tier 9 Devore with all the upgrades. The next research to talk about is Nanoprobe Seeker. What that'll do is it'll increase the amount of nanoprobes you get from killing the probes with the DAR. That's just bigger take home from when you're harvesting all the nanoprobes with your Vidar. Then you're looking at the Franklin mining improvements. This one increases the speed, so you're not you can get to the different swarms quicker. That's handy. It'll speed it up for you, make you a little less vulnerable to people who like to snipe people in Frank Gank. And the frequency cost efficiency, that'll help you upgrade the Franklin quicker. So if you're not at tier 9 already, that's going to be huge because those frequency modulators can be a pretty big costs thing for you. The ones that really catch your eye on a day like Mining Money Day, which is today, is the Devore Latinum mining improvement, which gives up to an 8,000% bonus on the mining rate for the Devore. This is huge. That will give you, that'll let you harvest a lot quicker. And the other thing is security enhancement, which gives you a 16,000 bonus on your protected cargo, which is also stacked up with any officers and other bonuses that your Devore has. So as you can see here, my Devore, it used to be getting around 17,000 an hour on a normal raw Latinum in the Desca system. Now it's getting almost 80,000 an hour. So you can see I'm stacking it up real quick. I'm getting close to protected cargo. I typically tap out around 100,000 because I got that security enhancement. It really made the rate of withdrawal a lot quicker. So it's very convenient. It's not game breaking, but it's something that makes things a little bit less of a headache. Now, one thing to notice though is the nature of the Latinum event also changed. So Latinum Rush, my tier is a little higher than it was before. It used to be around 2.8 million. Now it's up to 3.25 million. So the top of the ladder is higher, and the way that materials get mined have also changed. Um, G2 adds next to nothing. It's 2 points. G3 actually, I believe it went up a little bit at 13 points. I believe it used to be 10. G4, I believe, used to be 20. Now it's up to 22. So you'll get a little bit more of a return from your normal resource gathering. Um, Mining normal resources, power steel, titanium, dilithium. I believe this hasn't changed. I might be mistaken on that. I never use those resources to get through this event. I don't have to. I can reach the other stuff. But Latinum actually went way down. So Latinum fragment mine is 5 points. It used to be 20. So all of the research won't let you harvest it faster. So it's still going to be faster in aggregate, but you're going to have to do it by mining a lot more of it because it's basically a quarter of what it used to be. And stealing Latinum, same thing. That's actually down to a sixth of its normal value. It used to be 30. Now it's down to 5. So what you'll discover here is you're still going to spend less time overall. You can see I'm basically filled on my Latinum at this point, and I can take that home and I can get the next tier, and I'm well on my way to getting through this Latinum event. But it's going to take you a little bit more. You have to harvest in the grand scheme of things. Which, all in all, since your mining rate's faster, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. You'll get through this event fairly quickly, especially if you've developed out your Devore. Um, Anything you're doing in the G3 and G4 will help. Anything you do with your Vidar. Now, just to show you what that can do for you. Now, if you read the rewards of the probe itself, you can see it's at almost 4,000. I'll go ahead and hit this one with a completely empty Vidar just to show you the bonus to the probe gathering. So we'll go ahead, and I also get a bonus on top of that from my bridge officer ability of 5 of 10, who gets, I believe, 20% increase. 20% increase. So you can see we're in battle. Same target. And when I look at it at the end here, you can see almost 6,000. So you can see that's a pretty big boost in how many tactical probes you take away. Now I like to do the 33s. I never get a full Vidar in that way, but I don't really need to. I get enough this way, and it doesn't take as long to go through a run of probes doing it this way. So that can be a huge benefit for you. It's really just using these researches. It makes the grind a little less grindy. That's the good thing. Makes you spend a little less time playing the game, which is a good thing. Lets you focus on other things like real life and whatever else you got going on. These are just things to consider. So the research, I'd say, all in all, is worth it. The primes, again, if your budget permits it, it's worth it. If you don't pay for it, you're not going to get them. I hate to say that, but most of them require epic G4 materials, and I'm nowhere near that yet. And if I'm not there, trust me, you're not. So it's something you want it or you don't, and you can afford it or you can't. I'm not going to say anything more about that. What the value of this hobby is to you, that's your call. But all in all, very good stuff. So just want to let you know it's out there, that it's pretty much worth it to you to get it if you can get it, and enjoy it. I mean, it's there to take a lot of the grinding out of the game. So that's all there is for that. If anyone has any questions about any of this, please ask in game chat or Discord. That's all I have for now. Live long and prosper. This is Captain Ando, the Dark Star Strategist, signing out.